Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl AlleyBenz here, and we are back with a review of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Now I know I'm late with this review and I apologize for that, but life be lifing, and you know, better late than never, but never late is always better. But we're here, right? So let's get it popping. Let's go ahead and get into it. But before we do, don't forget to like and subscribe, and to also hit that notification bell so you don't miss updates when I do post, okay? Okay. Also, hype the video. You can do that now too. Hype it. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. What's that movie with the girl from Friends and the girl from Unfabulous, and then the redhead guy that was like, you guys are getting paid? That's what this scene was giving me when it first started, because I was like, is Angie K fucking Glenn Martin DDS? Like, what's up with the RV? They do the little like timeline of how the season's gonna go with our girl Mary Cosby, love her down, and she's like narrating what's gonna go on in the season with these like little home video cameras that they got or whatever. And obviously it's gonna be drama, because you're not gonna have a Real Housewives season without drama, of course. So Angie's whole game plan is to surprise the ladies with like a vacation or whatever, because in New York, you know, they never say the reunion. She was like, in New York, everybody was still beefed out and we never really came to a resolve. So I'm finna pack all these girls in this RV and make them think that they're finna go to like Cancun or some shit. But in actuality, we all finna be crammed in this RV like we Glenn Martin DDS, going somewhere, and they ain't got nowhere to run, they ain't got nowhere to hide. The other ladies are all at Beauty Lab waiting to get picked up by Angie and Mary. They don't know where Lisa is. She's not there, but they're constantly gonna mention her. Keep that in mind.
It's Meredith, Brittany, Bronwyn, Heather, and Whitney. They're all waiting to get picked up, right?
Then Heather's like, I don't even know what we finna do, because she didn't even say anything when it came to like the invite. She just sent us this little picture and it says boots, bikinis, martini glass. It looks like a beach and a plane, so we gotta be going somewhere glamorous, right? No, baby, you're not going anywhere glamorous. You're finna go to a damn campsite. As they're waiting to be picked up, they're all like, well, where's Lisa? Why she ain't here? And Meredith's like, oh, baby, she's not coming. So this is when we get Heather updating everybody on how the standing is in the friend group, right? Meredith does not like Brittany. Whitney, Angie K, and Bronwyn does not like Lisa. Heather does not like Bronwyn. And you never really know what you finna get with Mary. So why are we going on a girls trip? Duh, for the show, girl. For the entertainment, for the drama. Like, this is why we're here, so we can see the drama. Am I the drama? And I'm sorry if I look or sound a little jaded. Like, I am still intoxicated from last night, because the Aces are going to the semifinals. I was really upset that the dream, you know, crushed my dreams, but it's okay, because the Aces. So Angie and Mary finally pulls up on the ladies, and they're like, surprise, we're not getting on a plane, we're y'all getting in this RV. Why did Brittany slow ass have on a bikini like as her travel fit? Even if y'all was going to like Cancun and getting on the plane, that was what you was finna get on the plane in, a bikini? Like, so you was gonna wear your jacket the whole time on the plane because you got on a bikini? Girl. Girl. And also, when I'm looking at the RV, I'm like, no shade, but why is it not nicer? Like, I thought y'all had money. Like, this RV definitely could have been a little bit nicer, a little bit bigger, but hey, what's good for the goose is great for the gander, I guess. I don't know. Then the damn SWAT team pulls up and everybody's looking like, wait, like, hold on, this is way too familiar from the last time we was at Beauty Lab and the police showed up. Whole time it's fucking Whitney playing a prank on everybody because they were leaving from Beauty Lab and she wanted to be funny that the police came last time, so she was gonna have the police come this time. True white humor, because as a black person, they would have never did that shit. That's not funny anymore. Like, that wasn't funny the first time and it ain't funny this time, but okay, if that's what you like, girl. The whole time these people are strippers and they coming in to like dance in everybody's face or whatever. Everybody throwing ones, like they had the cash ready. Mary looking like, do not touch me. I don't even know you. Like, get away from me. But that's why we love Mary, because Mary is funny and she a church girl, don't hurt nobody. So they're in the RV riding and they're asking like, where we going and whatnot. And Angie's like, oh, we've been to go an hour away. And Heather's like, are we going north, south, east, west? Like, where an hour away? And they're like, oh, we finna pass by such and such place. And Brittany's like, oh, so we gonna pass by my house. And Mary, we love her down, gonna say, ooh, maybe we could drop you off. Which probably wouldn't have been such a bad thing, but whatever. Heather's like, so where's Lisa? Why is she not here? And Angie's like, Lisa said that she had a work thing going on. And it cuts to the little scene of Angie talking to Lisa, and Angie's like, you coming to the event? And Lisa's like, no, because I don't like Bronwyn. She's a pathological liar. It's disgusting. Also, I have a work thing with Ben and Blake. What Ben and Blake doing? Drinking tequila? Because, okay, you trying to name drop, but then it's Ben I Can't Act Affleck and Blake Lively, who is in the same category. But that's besides the point, girl. You ain't here, so it is what it is. I agree with Heather that that's bullshit, because if, like, they would have worked around your schedule, girl. This is a girl trip. This is a TV show. Like, so you ain't tell the TV show people that you got work and they could rearrange the girl trip around your little work thing that you got going on? No, because you don't like these people and you don't even have a work thing, but whatever. So Angie being real, saying Lisa said it was a work thing, but she also said she didn't want to be around Bronwyn. And Whitney's like, it's probably more Bronwyn than the work thing, because we all know she ain't working. And Brittany's like, no, and she's probably working, guys. Don't talk about my friend like that. And everybody looking like, your friend? So y'all friends? Like, okay. So Whitney is like, I don't really think she's working. And Brittany's like, oh, she's working. You're mad because you're not working because your business is a flop, loser bitch. You're just jealous that she gets to do all these things and you can't do nothing. Ain't your stuff all in the blogs, all in the media saying that you do a MLM, you loser, Utah wannabe. And so Whitney's looking like, oh, okay, you want to go bag for bag? What do you do for your money? Suck dick? And Brittany's like, oh my gosh, why would you say that about me? And Whitney's like, because you said that about me. If you're going to take it there, baby, I'm going to take it there. I might be on rock bottom, but I'm going to climb up out on top of you. Are you kidding me? And so Brittany looking like, girl, you just mad because you ain't Lisa and you'll never be Lisa. Lisa is my sister. And everybody looking like, what are you talking about? Like, white people be having these friends and family that they just claim and then they lose and then they claim them again, then they lose them again. Like, y'all be claiming friends way, y'all, Child, they in this RV getting so rowdy, the driver, like, swerves in that corner.
I might swerve in that corner, whoa, whoa. Bitch, hold on tight, cause I tweaking this bitch, start letting shit go.
Then they get to the campsite and everybody's like, where are we? Like, what's going on? What's happening? Whitney is looking like, Mary planned this trip? Because I don't see campsite and RV attached to Mary at all. Like, she bougie, Dom Perignon, white gloves. Like, out in the middle of nowhere in the RV? That don't give Mary. Mary looking like, what? Mary's looking like, how did my name even get attached to this? Because this ain't me. What's going on? Like, we outside. What? That is not Mary Cosby. So they're sitting around eating lunch and Brittany brings out these little camcorders and it's like, look y'all, since I'm the video girl, I'm gonna make all y'all video vixens and everybody can have their own little camcorder. So they play around with the little things for a minute and then they start talking about Lisa and why Lisa's not there. Angie's like, yeah, it is weird. And Whitney mentions like, it probably has to do with everything that's going on online and how they're saying stuff about her and her husband and things like that. And Meredith's like, yeah, because she had mentioned that to me and Heather the other day when we was at lunch. And Bronwyn's like, well, she says it's all bullshit, but I don't believe so. I think that she didn't want to take the heat from us questioning her about what she really got going on. Like, it's just very convenient that she's not here right now and she's so busy to not come. Heather is like, not going on a girls trip is definitely making a statement. Like, they would have reworked the trip around her schedule or whatnot, but she's just basically saying, I don't really like y'all like that. For me, that bothers me when folks on like a Housewives show or like an ensemble cast show you don't like nobody, but then you still gonna try to be on the show with them and have to film with them constantly. That ain't weird. That ain't giving I need the money. Because like when Mary wasn't fucking with nobody, she left. When Monique wasn't fucking with nobody, she left. Like when Mel wasn't fucking with nobody on Love and Marriage, she left. So I don't know how I feel about the people who don't like nobody on the cast, but then still works with them every day. Like, granted, everybody has jobs where they don't like nobody at their job, but they still got to go to work because what? They need the money. Bronwyn looking like, how convenient is it that she's not here when she talks shit about me, she talks shit about Whitney, she talks shit about Angie K's husband, but yet when it's time for her to be here, for us to talk shit about her, she nowhere to be found. I just think she needs to be working on the stuff that she got at home instead of throwing rocks out of her glass house. Bronwyn is like, that Bob is bobbing all day. Bronwyn's like, I just think it's funny how she can say all this stuff, call us liars, but then when it's time for her to face the music, she don't want to do that. Like, Angie's looking like, so you must have something to say. And Heather's like, yeah.
Spit it out, Brendan, just say it.
Bronwyn's like, how is she going to call us liars and have all these accusations, but she don't ever want to sit down and face the music when it's time for her to spill the tea? Like, it's just all bullshit at this point. And low-key, everybody looking like, yeah, I agree with you. So Bronwyn is like, the girl and her husband got 5 lawsuits out here and she ain't gonna want to speak on them, right? Heather takes Britney's job as Lisa's defense attorney, and it's like, oh, so you Googling her? Like, you're so obsessed with her. Like, you got so much animosity for Lisa, and Lisa don't even be studying you. That's why I don't like you, because you always trying to come for Lisa. And you know, I'm one of Lisa's lapdogs because I really want Lisa to be my friend, because she never acknowledged that we were friends before, but now she's trying, like, now she's kind of wanting to be my friend. So yeah, I'm gonna defend Lisa whenever I want to. Whole time her good Judy Meredith is just sitting there like, nah, all this stuff is true because I've seen it too. Mary over there like, yeah, she don't ever want to talk about her stuff, but I've seen the lawsuits. But no, Heather's going after Bronwyn because Lisa doesn't like Bronwyn, and Heather wants Lisa to like her. Bronwyn looking like, how I'm finna Google anybody in this on the front page of the newspaper, girl. Like, at this point, Angie jumps in and is like, Heather, I know you're not finna act like you so blind, dumb, and stupid to where you ain't see none of the stuff that was coming out about Lisa. Heather's like, no, I didn't, and I don't know why y'all is so giddy to talk about my best friend. Like, y'all is doing too much. And Angie messes up, she does, and she quickly backtracks and it's like, honestly, Heather, it's very similar to what Jen Shaw did.
Then everybody's like, oh my god, how dare you bring up Voldemort's name? Why would you mention that? Why would you compare her to Jen Shaw? She's not going to jail. She's not being arrested.
It doesn't matter. Like, yeah, she borrowed money and she ain't give it back. Jen Shaw did the same thing. Unfortunately, Jen Shaw was committing fraud. So there is a difference there, but still, at the same time, she was getting money from folks and not paying them back. So yeah, she's being sued. Like, duh. Heather loses her fucking mind and it's like, oh my gosh, Angie, I cannot believe you compared LB to Jen Shaw. LB, bitch, is that your fucking line brother now? Like, what is you talking about, Heather? You doing way too much defending Lisa that Lisa would never do for your stupid ass. Then Heather gonna say, how you gonna say all this stuff about Lisa when you was caught lying about a $4 million necklace? Girl, that necklace was last season. Like, these lawsuits is this season. You worry about the wrong thing. Yes, Angie messed up when she called her Jen Shaw. But when Bronwyn's like, okay, but Lisa actually compared me to Jen Shaw as well. Oh, I'm not on Twitter Googling your name. First of all, you cannot Google on Twitter. You doing all this defending on Lisa. That's how I know Jen punched your stupid ass in the fucking face. Because what is you talking about? Like, you concerned, oh, you're a liar. You lied about the necklace. So, bitch. She already said she lied about the necklace. At least you came clean about it. You never came clean and said Jen punched you in the... So you need to chill out. Like, you're doing a lot right now. And Heather looking like, how do you guys know what it feels like to not be on a girls trip and all your friends are talking shit about you on that girls trip? And Mary looking like, yeah, because I was actually on the girls trip and y'all was talking shit about me. And she's like, Heather, Lisa didn't talk shit about everybody at this table. And so they run down the list of Lisa talking shit about everybody at the table. She said Meredith popped pills. She also said Meredith was cheating on her husband in New York. She talked about the people at Mary's church. Remember when everybody had tried to conspire against Mary and get the folks from her church to talk shit about her. That's when the damn racist Asian lady was on there being racist as fuck. Like, she talked shit about Whitney and her business and her husband. She talked shit about Heather, saying that she was a good time girl, showing her goodies to everybody. She talked shit about Bronwyn, saying that she knew the jeweler and that the jeweler gives out vital information when it comes to who buying what, where, when, and why. Like, yeah, Lisa is somebody that be Googling and doing research on these people so she can try to get at them, Heather. So shut up. And Angie's like, honestly, I would say everything that we done said tonight to her face. And Heather's like, well, don't say I was here. Heather, you are such a flip-flopper. Like, Lisa is never going to be your best friend. You want Lisa to be your best friend, and you've been fighting for this one-sided relationship since season 1, and it's never giving that. Like, you done said that this girl was your friend since college, even though Lisa looks way older than even Meredith. But at the same time, Lisa denied who you was. So it's just giving loser. Thankfully, they pivot because I was tired of talking about Lisa Barlow. They talking about we don't want to be talking behind her back. Mary looking like, I'll talk behind her back, in front of her face, to her husband, to her kids. I don't care. I'm going to do it. And Whitney, amen to that. Brittany gets up and it's like, guys, I have an announcement. I'm getting married to that weird-ass man that y'all told me that y'all didn't like last season. Ha ha. But guess what? We're also not getting married because we had to call off the engagement. Nobody cares about you and Jared. Like, Jared's fucking weird. So I don't think anybody would have been happy or sad if y'all did get engaged, if y'all didn't get engaged. Nobody cares. So they split up in groups. Half of them go fly fishing, the other half go kayaking. Well, honestly, just Whitney, Bronwyn, and Heather went kayaking. And Heather and Bronwyn have to be in the kayak together, and then Whitney's by herself. Bronwyn's like, it's very easy for us to get along when Lisa's not in the picture. Like, Bronwyn's like, I can easily be this girlfriend, like, away from everybody else. But Heather just wants to be somebody's lapdog, and so I can't really mesh with her outside of just being us. Then the other ladies, Mary, Meredith, Angie, and Britani, are doing fly fishing, and they all looking confused, like they don't really know what to do. Mary can't even get the instructor name right, and they just going with the flow. It's a good little outdoor adventure awaits. The Sims, please send me the pack for free. Mary is so funny because this lady, first of all, she gets the guy's name wrong. And she's looking like, I don't want to, like, kill the fish. I want to put it back in the ocean and bring it back to life. And the dude's like, you can't bring them back to life. And Mary's like, I could do CPR on it. I didn't know you could do that to the fish and breathe air into a water breathing thing. I didn't know you could do that, but with God, anything is possible, right, Mary? Heather asks the guide about some, like, local legend of this girl named Molly who used to be, like, super Mormon and would go and, like, kidnap girls and sacrifice them because they wanted to go up in the mountains and make out with their boyfriend. The guide's like, well, the legend is common and known, but we don't know if it's true or not. Like, it could be. I don't know if it's not. They gather around the campfire to sing their campfire songs, and they have to cook their own dinners. Mary's looking like, hell nah. They got this lady cooking a damn hamburger over open fire. That is so funny. This show is so funny. Like, it's pure comedy. Then Whitney pulls out like, Angie, how are we supposed to cook asparagus? Angie looking like, oh, I don't know. Like, then Brittany talking about last time I had asparagus, there were violins playing in the background because asparagus is fancy. And no, it's not. Like, I eat asparagus at home sometimes. Like, what are you talking about? I have pickled asparagus in my bar right now just to snack on. Like, asparagus is not fancy smancy. You sound poor. Angie's unprepared AF because, like, she ain't bring hot dog buns for the hot dogs, condiments for the food, didn't bring a griddle to cook stuff on. She just was like, okay, come on, let's go. Heather tells the ladies of the legend of Molly Swanson or whatever, and how she would come and kidnap girls because they were sinning. And Bronwyn's like, yeah, I also heard that because when you go to BYU, like, that's one of the first things that they tell the freshmen at orientation. Mary looking like, I don't believe in Molly because Molly ain't come and feed us. Molly should have came and fixed the food up. So I ain't finna believe in no ghost stories when I'm hungry. So Bronwyn's having a hard time cooking her hot dog or whatever. And Heather like helps her. And Heather's like, look y'all, I'm being nice to Bronwyn. Me and Bronwyn cool again, or for the first time or whatever. And Angie's looking like, okay, but would you be that nice to Bronwyn if Lisa was here? Angie looking like, I'm glad to see that you being yourself because Lisa not here. And Heather's like, that's a shitty thing to say. But like, honestly, it's not, because your LB is there. You don't be like this around the other women. Like, you do have two different personalities. Like, you would think Heather was a Gemini, because when LB there, she be all up under LB, but when she not there, she can easily get along with everybody once the conversation not on LB. So I'm just looking like, yeah, Heather, you do flip-flop with that girl. Whitney agrees with Angie, and it's like, yeah, because when you be feeling some type of way about somebody, you gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? And Heather's like, what are you talking about? Who else is on the outs with Lisa besides Bronwyn? And Whitney's like, girl, your fucking cousin, me. Like, me and Lisa ain't been cool since ever. Like, what is he talking about? Whitney mentions how after the reunion, like the next day, Lisa online twittering talking about how she buy her clothes and don't resell them or whatever, and how Whitney was a liar. And Meredith like, and you ain't say nothing back? And Whitney's looking like, no, I ain't say nothing back. And so Ditzy Britani is gonna be like, well, Whitney, you said that I sucked Jared's dick for money. And everybody looking like, huh? What? That don't got nothing to do with what are we talking about. Like, this is why nobody likes you, because what, girl? Like, that has nothing to do with nothing. And then she's like, well, you said that to me. And Whitney's like, yeah, because you were trying to talk shit about me and my business. And Brittany's like, yeah, because you were trying to shade Lisa. You shouldn't have jumped in it. If you mad that she trying to shade Lisa and you trying to defend Lisa, and she like, okay, well, let me shade you. Now you mad that you got caught in the fire. You shouldn't even said nothing. But here we are. Whitney was like, y'all trying to shade me and my business. Like, my business failed. We don't got nothing from that. Like, that was a complete flop. So you trying to say all this stuff like, oh, well, people was talking about you on social media, so I can bring it up because you was trying to shade Lisa. That ain't funny, because it hurt my feelings, because we legit got zero out of that. So you just being a bitch for nothing. So if you want to be a bitch for nothing, let me talk about how you suck dick for money. I don't really care for Whitney because of the whole Mary stuff, like season 2 and 1 and 3 and 4 and 5. But anyways, I appreciate the fact that she like was vulnerable and open that she failed in her business, because most people don't do that. Like, most people are just like, oh yeah, this is all I'm doing, that's winning. I'm winning, Charlie Sheen type shit. And she one of the first housewives to be like, no, I legit failed. I lost millions of dollars. All these customers is flopping over me. Like, I feel bad and I feel stupid and dumb, and I've messed up. And for you to throw that in my face, like, that's not cool. And Brittany's like, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, but you need to apologize for saying I suck dick. Girl, shut up. Like, this girl over here crying because she done lost millions of dollars, and you talking about, well, you told me I suck dick for money. Like, this is not the time. Like, she's telling you why she even went there with you, because you saying all this stuff about her, but then you like, well, I want an apology for what you said. Maybe you'll get one, but can the girl finish what she's saying first? Like, damn. Like, Whitney over here saying, I'm over here being vulnerable and open about what I got going on. Bronwyn has facts about Lisa. These are court documents anybody can Google, or because it was in the newspaper, like, everybody saw it. You talking about stuff that TikTokers is trying to get money and fame off of my failure. Like, this is not the same. Brittany's like, well, I was just trying to clap back because you was coming for me. And everybody looking at her like, girl, just shut up at this point. Even Meredith's like, Brittany, shut up. The only person who in this group that was nice to you, you flipped on. So I'm not giving you no sympathy. And Brittany's like, Meredith, you flipped on me just because I was recording y'all conversation. Like, you a flop too. No, girl, anybody gonna be mad that you recording the conversation that y'all are having in this moment. Like, did you not watch like season 14 of Real Housewives of Atlanta with the whole Snake Gate and the recording stuff. Like, girl, you can't just out here recording people conversations. Ain't nobody gonna like that. Brittany looking like Meredith, we were really good friends, and then you just stopped being nice to me. And Meredith looking like Brittany, we was never good friends. What is you talking about? What? How many times have I really talked to you, like, outside of after the whole thing? Brittany like, we've talked on the phone several times. We're really good friends. And everybody's like, huh? Meredith looking like, Brittany, I called you twice. That makes us good friends? And everybody just laughs like me because they don't. Like, that just made y'all talked on the phone a couple times. Meredith was like, Brittany, I find you absolutely uninteresting and I have no respect for you. They try to do a little tit for tat and it just really goes nowhere. Heather is like, okay, y'all, F everything y'all got going on. Let's go investigate the story of Molly Swarson. And Mary looking like, I'm trying to actually go to bed because the black people always get killed first in scary movies. And I'm not finna go out in the woods with y'all white girls and possibly die, like, looking for a lady who's supposed to be out in the woods kidnapping people. Like, what is you talking about, Heather? So these clowns legit go into the woods and look for the lady or whatever if they could find. And they get lost. They get scared. They ain't got no reception. They over here fighting and yelling at each other like they teenagers. It's legit hilarious. We'll see what happens on the next episode, but that's really all she wrote for this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Be sure to like and subscribe. Share this video with everybody that you know that watches this show, and also the people that don't watch this show, because they just might find my commentary satisfying enough to either go and watch or just watch me to know about them. So I thank you all for your time. I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye.